Come y'all by Shem Mashak y'all shy. It's your brother Karate Zaya Banya Shala.
You gotta send us the link.
Yeah, I absolutely will. I absolutely will. Let me go ahead and fix my background, man. I got all my bed and my.
Oh, okay, come. We can jump in on the YouTube.
Yeah, we sure can. Okay.
Oh, okay, big bad. Okay,
Okay.
Cool. I'm on the Greyhound too, but I'll be able to get up and set up because I got my little tripod set up on there. So yeah, that's dope. All right, big bad.
Okay. That's fair. All right, so let's go ahead and get. Hold up. What is that? Stream go live stream. All right. Will expire. Oh, I gotta reconnect. Oh man. All right, it just cut off. All right. How is my camera tilted all the way over there? All right. Let me see. Make sure we're back connected with streaming. All right. We're not going to add any channels. And say Restream, Facebook. Say, all right. Con. Want to make sure that the camera was on. All right. Make sure everything's loaded up. And y'all got to forgive me, man. I got my little junk on my bed, but, you know, it is what it is. So I had to hit this live real quick. We have Zaquan Maharka and we have Ak Shabar. As those of you know what I'm saying, which is a beautiful brother that's been ministering for many moons within the Yasharala community. If you don't know Shabar, then I will help reintroduce you. Okay, so let's get right to it. Let me say Yahweh Bahasham Hamashiach Yahweh Shai Barakatham. Let me say Kwam Yasharala. Kwame Yasharala. All right. So it is what it is. All right. That's really today for me, tomorrow for you. Forgive me. We're getting Brother Shabar and Elder Maharka in here, and we're gonna have this conversation. All right. So real quick, I'm going to send the link for these brothers to get in here. And let me play this track for you all real quick. And if you can, share this out because it's going to be a sincere conversation. It's a sincere peer review. Gorilla Hebrew and the Yasharala community, I myself. First, let me say this. Do not glorify the downfall of anybody, all right? When I was going through my trial, I did not see one video where Gorilla Hebrew was like, oh, look at this nigga, wicked nigga. I didn't see one video. Now, that's fair is fair. All right. Now, for those of you who know me, know I tried my best to try to be a balance, even if people think I'm not. So I'm going to speak my piece, my respectful points. At the same time, I'm going to try to be balanced. Some brothers, everybody can say how they choose. Let me go ahead and play this track real quick. All right. We're going to get our brethren in here. And if you're watching, share this out. Kwame Yasharala. You ain't never had a friend like me.
You know, if it happen, it happen. If it don't, it don't. You know, ain't no big deal.
You ain't never had a friend like me.
Oh, come. Yeah, this your boy. Oh, yeah, how man? You know, we made sure we
You ain't never had a friend like me.
Nah, man, this is Shabbat.
Cause you ain't never had a friend like me.
Come on.
Believe that.
I see you when you doing wrong. I tell you cause I love you. Kwam Yasha Allah NYMG praying for you. Taking pictures with the Akim double honors to the elder. Saluting all the short legs. Shalom, baby bruise. If he hooves all of you to come and join this unity. If you ain't about that Zephaniah Tootie, you ain't true to me. I kiss the beards of my brothers. Let them know I love them. Combat ready men of war knocking at your front door. Esau, I love to be the bearer of your bad news. E37 AOIRI real Jews. Coming to a place to gather where all matters are discussed. Cause in the law of love there is no sin in us. And if it is, you can charge me for keeping the Torah. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, I straight go to war for you. Leviticus 19, the scripture that I stand on. No tail bearing, baby brute, take your ass home. If you can't handle instructions, then this ain't for you. It's a nation organized by Hamashiach. one shot is all they got. One shot is all we need to proceed in brotherhood and conquer them as Jacob sees. The rightful owners of the whole planet coming together at every summit, forming like Voltron from every corner of Babylon and locked in like Optimus Prime. Don't pay me no attention, I'm just celebrating my youth in this rhyme. To see that Edom swallow Jacob's rise, it's so exciting when you left from the summit. That's number 9, and 9 years ago I couldn't even fathom this happening. Now my hands is hella callous from dap and shalom. May Yahweh keep you safe on your passage and place all your enemies in caskets. Kwam Yasha, Allah got a lot of blessings in store. All you gotta do is keep the Torah, go forward. How can I be blamed? I was born under curses, Deuteronomy 28:68, slave trade. Labeled special ed, completely incapable of conforming sentences, but can bring the scriptures to remembrance. See my brother's ass in the ditch and I'm jumping out. Kwam Yasharala, we moving your car now. Cause the enemy be looking for the sheep to devour. And like our USPK, we ain't got no room for cowards. So if that cracker come up pulling up his thump or the bang, I'ma encourage you to do the same, but ain't for his brain. See, we gotta be the crime stoppers. These coppers coming to pop us. They dropping our bodies off like revelations that taught us. Double honors to the house of tone. Live in peace, tat tat. Second resurrection, banging with you in Jehoshaphat. Face shining like my shot after 40 days. You'd have seen the face of the Savior, so I give praise. Hey, I'ma be grateful to meet your holy kids to Kansas City.
Yeah, Daya. That's one of my favorite little tracks, man. Hey, y'all brought come out by Shama Check Out Shah, Kwame Yasharala. So if you can see this, all right, this is my Facebook right here. I want to make sure I put this link in here so everybody can also be a part of it and rock with us. So Kwame Yasharala, let me know if y'all can hear that track, man. I play that track whenever I get started. I don't know if it goes through because I haven't checked my own notes. So I usually don't go back and check my own videos. I just be live and do peer reviews. But if you can hear that track, let me know, because if so, then that'd be a way I can start playing y'all's Nagayana. I can start playing y'all's music, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But let me get to this real quick. I shared on my Facebook, all right, which that's my Facebook right here. All right. So if you can see it, you can see I shared my Booyah Restream link. Okay, you see that? So go to my Facebook, Isaiah Yasharala, hit that link right there. You'll be able to come in. Now we have a few brothers that's that we're waiting on, and I'm gonna begin talking before anything. All right, so I'm gonna send out this link in case. I just want I want to be specific now. I Gorilla Hebrew's name is obviously in this post in the heading. And the reason being is because Gorilla Hebrew is the subject matter of this. I have recently been speaking about the daughters of Israel and how the daughters of Israel are misbehaving. Now, all of us, I can't put no fluff on this. All of us have sinned and fallen short of the glory of the Most High, flat out. The reason why I was speaking not bad, but the reason I was speaking about the daughters of Yasharala misbehaving, being bad, is to bring awareness to it, not to condemn, but to bring awareness. So the daughters of Israel can start talking, and so the men of Yasharala can start talking. There are blatantly bad things that are happening. It's affecting the children. It's affecting the community. It's affecting, you know what I'm saying, the Yasharalim. If Yasharala is misbehaving, then the whole world misbehaves. Remember? Right? So with that being said, if we bring awareness to these things, then maybe relationships, families, friendships can be healed. We can shine a spotlight, not to shame, but just to say, hey, here's a scripture with this. All right. So, all right, here we go with this. All right. So let's get it in. Let's put this comment in here real quick. All praise, all praise, all praise. So the reason being is to shed a spotlight. All right. So again, here's my WhatsApp, not WhatsApp. Here's my, we call it Facebook. So there's the link if you want to join on here. So hit that link. That link will bring you straight into this comment, and we'll be able to go forward. Also, we're waiting on Zaquan, Maharka, Jeremiah. He's got some stuff going on, and our beautiful brother Shabar, and Shabar from the famous Sakari. So the reason I was saying is to bring awareness to, the behaviors of the daughters of Israel, so we can shine a spotlight on it, so we can start with healing and operations, et cetera, et cetera. So there's no way I can speak on, there's so many beautiful daughters of Israel, and at the bottom say unfaithful. There's no, which is a true statement, but we want that to be healed. I'm doing a campaign. You might see some of the things as hashtag save the baby Shebrews. All right. And that's just to get the older women to do it. Jeremiah chapter 9, look backwards, start helping. There's no way I could possibly speak on that without also speaking on the wickedness of the men of Yasharallah. Me. I put a post up. Some of y'all might not know street codes. I said, I've shot dice before in my life. Bow. You know, you shoot dice. Lucky number 7. 2, I lost. 11 on the first roll. Booyah. Up, little Joe. The hand gesture of shooting dice, it also stands or represents masturbating. But I didn't want to say that because, you know, it's just for those who are witty enough to catch it. So my post is, I've shot dice in my life, and I've also watched Corn, C-O-R-N, right? So everybody's get it by now. But then I said, but pegging is an abomination. It's unlawful. That was the thing I set up under that. And the reason being is to shine the spotlight on myself first and then start the segue. Now, one of my first posts was, I guess, Gorilla Hebrews, the new diddler. But then I took that down. And then I was like, okay, the words were there, so I'm going to say it. So then I did some other stuff, point of saying things to say, I think pretty much everybody in Yasharallah is aware that we all have issues. We all have faults, all right? There are certain things that we must publicly talk about. If I'm going to talk about the daughters of Yasharallah, I'm definitely going to talk about the brothers because I always have, all right? So, I can't call Gorilla Hebrew. I can't call Gorilla Hebrew because ever since the summit, Mashara Yasharallah, Kwam Yasharallah, yeah, I stick to the script. That's one of the things I tell, hey, listen, I stick to the plan. Point of saying that is to say, the brother blocked me because he did a video talking about Zaquan Barak. All right, salute to Zaquan Barak. Again, Zaquan Barak, you know, beautiful elder. So the rest of the Zaquanium, you know, even when y'all see me, you know, saying bugged out stuff, okay. Gorilla Hebrew did a video against Zaquan Barak for 5 hours lying on him, just slandering him the whole time. Me and brother Joshua Isaac, we're riding to Texas. And while we're riding to Texas, and make sure y'all, my Facebook is up here so y'all can see the link. If you want to join live, you can come in and join live. We're going to do a respectful commentated thing, but I have this next part. So I want to let everybody know I'm not against Gorilla Hebrew. He actually is a good brother who hurt my feelings, you know, but, you know what I'm saying, I just kind of rode the wave after he went forward. I was like, oh, you don't like me? Well, I'm not going to be a meanie like you, but, you know, still, long story short, Gorilla Hebrew blocked me because I'm texting him while I'm watching him live for 5 hours on one of our beloved elders who is helping to establish our government under Christ before the return. You're lying, Gorilla Hebrew. Me and Joshua Isaac driving the whole time looking at me. So I haven't been able to text Gorilla Hebrew since way back then. I haven't been able to call him since way back then. There have been other matters I tried to contact and call. And if y'all know Gorilla Hebrew, put him on this video. All right. I'm nothing. I'm a nobody. I'm a crumb worm. Get my peer in here. This is a peer review. Get my peer Gorilla Hebrew in here. And the reason why I'm saying that, is Gorilla, I tried to call you, so it can't be said nobody tried to whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So if you've had your number changed, all right, that's one thing. All right. I don't know. You know, you're a traveling man. I understand. But I did try to contact you. I don't know if you blocked me on Facebook. We got videos and pictures of us. Woo, ministry. You really like this? Oh, you goons standing around you. I'm like, boy, I'm sorry. But the point is, I tried to contact you, Gorilla. Since I tried to contact you, I wasn't able to. I'm going to move forward because there's been evidence, witness, and proof of documentation. Now, I don't know if Gorilla Hebrew is such a genius that he pulled a Degrassi on us. He said, see, I set all that stuff up for Kendrick Lamar to find. Maybe Gorilla Hebrew set all this stuff up. Who knows? I don't. But I know as far as the judgment that the Father gave me, as far as being a shatar of Mashra Yasha Allah, as far as being a shapat of Mashra Yasha Allah, I'm not talking about just the flag and the representation. It's a beautiful flag, you know what I'm saying? Oh, gee, boy, I don't put my flag down. I let the mothers put their flag down. I bangs. As being in a position I know Yahweh made me to be, it is unlawful for me to not speak about this. So for what I witnessed and for what I seen and for what I heard was the most disgusting conversation, which I regret even having to hear. If you're in contact with Gorilla Hebrew, I would love for him to come on live. The link is right there. If you're a community member of Sakari, which the link, it should be right there if I'm doing this correctly. It should be right there if I'm doing this correctly. If you are a member of Sakari, I want you to remember the name Sakari literally means, where's my Zion? A short dagger. A short dagger. It literally means a short dagger. Backstabber. Pun intended. It literally means a short dagger. Backstabber. Pun intended. Deacon, I don't know you personally, but I try to get to know you. I know you have a different separation between you and, whatever you got going on. But I do want to say, I hope that you and each one of your peers who are aware of this make a public statement saying that what is hearing or what is happening is not going to be swept under the rug. It's not a small thing, because if y'all teach the men of Israel that it's okay to be bati boys, that it's okay to be pegged, that it's okay to prostitute your wives, that it's okay to use the Israelite dog. Niggas got mad at me because I made a post talking about so many beautiful, unfaithful Israelite sisters. And you got Negroes that have whole pictures up of shirts saying, I love white boys. Now, forgive me if my fetish supersedes yours. Forgive me if my bedroom is my personal whoop-de-whams. There are a few things we don't do in the bedroom individual. In case you didn't know, it's not lawful for you to put your rod up an animal's rectum. It's not lawful for you to put your rod, it's not lawful for you to have a rod or any item placed up your rectum. That is called pegging. That is called pegging. Now, I will say this is a lawful, real straight. When I was in the world, I had a lot of sex with a lot of women that were all lawfully my women. That's my business. My bedroom business is mine. I am so sorry that Gorilla Hebrew's experience or whatever got exposed, because I believe in keeping the bedroom sacred and set apart. But at the same time, I also can't stand by idly and say that we have, I don't know. I went so many different places with that. That was just right. That this is just mind blowing. Okay. We've all done things, brother, but at the same time, we have to teach a different type of standard. It is not okay for the men of Yasharim to be bati boys. It is not okay for the men of Yasharim. Now, if you performed acts in the past, repent, okay, boom. You can't perpetuate that abomination, Yashala. There's so much to go into this. The prostitution of our wives and our daughters, even in their dress code, is unlawful. I really want to see if we can try to bring. The reason I don't want to play the video and or audio is because while we were watching the video, it was flagged and taken down openly. It was immediately. So we know that there's a hushing system, a program, a process that's working. Fair is fair, right is right, wrong is wrong. Okay. So I do believe that, I said some very sincere things. Gorilla Hebrew, you're going to need to speak up and address it. You might have to wear this stain. You're going to have to, but remember, I have to, other brothers have to. You've had videos where I believe you've had to speak on brothers having to wear their faults. So if this is a ploy or a psyops, surprise, we're going into Passover, so we shouldn't, distract people and put stumbling blocks in front of them. Okay. If this is an event or something that you really got going on, brother, and it's been brought to the light, the best way for you to address a Gorilla Hebrew is face forward. Pause. No Diddy. Pause. The best way you address this is head on. Pause. The best way for you to address this is you get what I'm going with this. All right. No more of those are needed. All right. I know that's the reason why you say you don't like me. Why you said you don't like me. Maybe it's my characteristic, my personality, but it's me, brother. So Gorilla Hebrew, just like when you got into your fisticuffs, because that's what it was. It wasn't a fight. It wasn't a fight in Memphis to where it was the brawl to end all brawls. It wasn't the Gorilla Hebrew and the versus the. I was right there. It was like, hey man, calm down. Stop it. Stop it. So just like I was there for you on that, I'm here for you on this, Gorilla Hebrew. But I can't condone any vile acts. All right, I can't condone any misbehavior. I can't condone the slandering of the daughters of Israel. I can't condone, the prostitution of the daughters of Israel. I can't condone, but I will say, Gorilla Hebrew, if you speak up and speak forward now and listen, Gorilla Hebrew, me and you have ministered a few times, and yes, it's very true that, the Father, he has chosen you in a certain light. All right. So now it's time for you to, I guess, take that light, man, and just reshape it. You know what I'm saying? But you have to speak up. You have to speak forward. That's the best way to get you to do this. If anybody's watching, there's a link that's right here. If you go to my Facebook, the Facebook link is right there. I'm going to actually go ahead and post it in here if I can too. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can go ahead and post this in. Here's our stream, and here's our comments. Here's the link if Brother Shabar, Elder Shabar, actually, because I don't know why Elder Shabar wouldn't be considered an elder. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we have the technicalities, the details. I'm not even an elder. You know what I'm saying? People, elder. I'm like, I'm not an elder. Don't make me no elder. Don't make me no elder. You know not what you asking me. 39 stripe anybody for the right price. Blasphemy. Want to add some streams and bring this boy right here, a picture of Borgier. It was in my head. My bad. It was in my head. So there's the link right there for you, Maharka, for Shabar. If anybody would like to join, there you have it. If you, yeah. I don't, let me get back to what I was saying. So again, Gorilla Hebrew, there have been specific cases to where I myself and Jeremiah, please say to Yah, and Zaquan Maharaka, because Zaquan Maharaka, he's 50 plus, he's 50 and he might not look like it. The man's like, what, it's like 58 years old, something like that. And he looks young. Point of saying such is to say there have been cases where me, myself, Jeremiah, please say to Yah, and Maharaka were all on court cases together. And we had to judge very hard matters, everything from murders to other things that we don't want to speak of, that I don't want to speak of at this time. But this is one of those matters that are very specific and very hurtful, because there are a lot of Israelites who will also now, it can be helpful too, because there's going to be a lot of Yashar Alim that's going to be able to come out and say, hey, listen, I've had homosexual issues too. Now, not me. I'm raising my hand just for you, but I'm not saying, but not me. But there's going to be other men of Israel. There's going to be other women of Israel that's going to come out and say, hey, you know what? I like dragonfly dildos. Ask me how I know. I know. Listen, so there's going to be more that's going to come out. And maybe Gorilla Hebrew can be the deacon or the minister of this, specific, field. And the reason being, not saying it like that, is because we all need somebody to reach out to. If it needed to come out, it needed to come out. Pause. No pause. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? If it needed to come out, it needed to come out. All right. And I only say that because people got me in the habit of saying that the pause, no Diddy stuff, but I should stop saying it. It's not funny. So the point is saying such as to say we all have a place, and I want to first encourage you, Adonis, man. I'm gonna call you Adonis for now. Don't take it disrespectfully. You know what I'm saying? I have a name. All right. Y'all want to know what my name is? Okay. All praise. So with that being said, man, the brother, we all have a place. Please do not commit suicide. Please don't harm yourself. Don't harm yourself and don't harm others if this is true. If this is true, it's not the end of the world. It's just the end of a time frame, or it's just the end of a change. It's just the end of an age. All right. But if anything, man, you know what I'm saying? Just break all the way down, cry, repent, fix it, but don't kill yourself. Don't harm yourself. If you do kill yourself, you're going to get a bad judgment, because thou shalt not murder, right? And then it's not lawful for us to take a life, right? And then we definitely can't take the life that Yahushua gave his life for. Okay. So let me say that. So please don't harm yourself, and please don't harm others if this is true, but allow yourself to be broken down. All right. So, so there, I had to say that, you know what I'm saying? And it's not the end of the world. It's just the end of a time frame. It's just the end of an age, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it could not be, you know what I'm saying? It could be just some difference. Like, hey, you know, we're going to start this new department. We're going to start this new department for everybody who needs help in this area. Maybe, right? So I have to say, I did personally witness the video. I did personally listen to the video. For my time frame being a officer, a minister, I only am allowed to do or say whatever my office has trained me to. It's like a soldier that's got, you know, get out the service. Like, what do I do? So my brain is still ticking in Torah mode all the time as I've been trained. So it has to be righteously spoken of. And I want to give a salute to here's something that I was curious about. Why did what's the brother name? Dang, there was another brother that felt the need to bring it out. And I was like, why'd you do that? Why did you do that? Because you just went and told a tale that somebody else told that you didn't need to tell. How could you say, you my friend, you my brother, I was just your friend with you the other day, but I said you didn't have to. I gotta ask you, did you call Gorilla Hebrew? Because you didn't have to repeat it. The elder ISUPK brother, man, you know what I'm talking about. Salute to you. All right. All right. Did you have to share that? Not the brother that put it out initially, because I mean, look, as far as I know, you know, that was the ministry the most I gave him to do. But the brother that shared it afterwards, did you have to? Because I see your video got took down too. So apparently, if you haven't seen it, you know, it is troubling, it is disturbing, it is hurtful to hear. For those of you who do know about what's going on, it will pass. But at the same time, it has to be spoken on and brought up. And hey, this got to be rebuked. So my words to Gorilla Hebrew is, hey, I speak up. All right. And then my other words is, you know, for those that's gonna speak out or speak against it, you just do what the Most High give you to do. Even Balaam knew to do what Yahushua said to do, because it was Yahushua that came and visited Balaam. It wasn't just that was Yahushua, the angel of the Lord. You just got to be able to read in Hebrew. Yahushua is the angel of the Lord, Old Testament, that was standing before Balaam had his sword drawn. So even Balaam knew only to do what Yahushua. So if you have to rebuke. I'm definitely going to do and say what I have to say. In all fairness, a few key points. I have never, nor will I ever, prostitute a daughter of Israel. Now, it is lawful if you have a Gentile woman to operate with her differently, but I'm going to encourage you how to study the Torah on that. I have never, nor will I ever, prostitute a Gentile woman. I have never, nor will I ever, encourage anybody to prostitute an Israelite woman, okay, or a Gentile. Don't do that. It's unlawful. If you're an Israelite and you're on dating sites, if you all know any of my wives and you see them on dating sites, tell me, because when I find out you knew about it, I'm be like, oh, yo, you guilty too, because you didn't tell me. I really rocks like that. Numbers 5, right? So Leviticus 5, and I got to talk to you about it. So tell me if y'all see any of my ex-ribs on dating sites, or present or current or future. Point of saying such as to say, we do not prostitute our wives in Yasharallah. All right. No dating, all that goofy stuff. If you're on there ministering, that's one thing. But if you're on there specifically for sexual means, games, meeting up with people, that's unlawful. The other thing, no pegging. I want you all to look up not just the laws on, we know, we're not to lay with men as we lay with women. We know that. But please Go and look it up in Flavius Josephus's account. I know I say his name a lot because y'all are missing a lot of information. Go and look what Josephus says. He tells us it's unlawful to peg man or beast, but he also tells us that we are supposed to eschew an effeminate. You know what eschew means? It means to cut them off. An effeminate man, the Most High says we're supposed to cut them off. You know why? Because it's the same way that they cut off their nature or their manhood. They forfeit their manhood. You can't forfeit your manhood. Now, that could be talking about the catamites who accept themselves to be castrated. I know it's definitely talking about the effeminate, the sissified, the bati boys. It's definitely talking about them, but I don't know if it's talking about the ones who may have been molested or penetrated but they're still masculine. You know, maybe there's a still good cutoff for them. But when you read, and remember, everybody, Josephus was a Levite. Let me speak on this right now. Gorilla Hebrew, you have never been chief high priest. Why did people go for that? The chief high priest, Gorilla Hebrew. I was laughing through my teeth back then. So that's another thing. The whole pride, you gotta really work in, and I'm working on it too. I think I'm just a little bit more. I don't know if it's cynical, sarcastic. I don't know what it is, but pride, not so much. I don't know. But Yahweh, please forgive me, help me. Are you so we need to work on our humility, because the Most High really will bring us down. The Most High really will bring us down. I mixed up that R and that W. So we all need to work on our humility. One of the elders, he said, Gorilla Hebrew went from wearing, the garments out on the street with GMS to being, high clothing brand, in the Hellcat, which, salute to you for the nice car. Nice car. My Messiah rode on a donkey, but nice car. Also, so it can change a person's mental state to go from, little bit to like that. So we do want to pray, and practice humility. All right. Also, since I'm just on my little soapbox right now, I never liked the one song where he said, I don't give a F if you like me or not. I was like, yo, you a Levite. How you don't give a F if I like you or not? Like, I thought the priest was supposed to keep knowledge. Why are you telling me you don't? What if I was bringing you my offering and I was like, yo, man, I just messed up. And he was like, I don't give a F if you like me or not. It's like, yo, that's how you go. That would be like the worst ever, right? So I always had this thing with, that was the one that had to really, I stopped listening after that verse. Like, I don't give a F if you like me. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. And I cut it off. But it had a cool cover art. It was like turquoise, and I was like, oh, that's turquoise, that's cool. Okay, I'm done with that. So so the priest's lips should keep knowledge, is my point. Okay, if we're going to represent that we're a Levite, we should be a Levite in humility. We should be a Levite teaching the law. We should be a Levite that also speaks gently. Okay, the priest's lips should teach knowledge. They should care if you like them or not. Also, priests should not deal with prostitutes. Prostitutes, what do you call them? Cohorts. Prostitutes were Levites weren't even allowed to have concubines. All right. Even when we see this sister, I believe it was Judges 9. Was it? She was she was his rib, but we were out of order then. But she was from the tribe of Judah. She wasn't even supposed to be with him. She was from the house of Judah. Point of saying such is to say, when we call ourselves Lawiyam, when we call ourselves Levite, we're taking on a very heavy responsibility. No, Levites shouldn't be operating in a certain parameter. I don't know if it's true that the school Sakari participates or allows prostitution, but I've never agreed with that, nor do I agree with it now. I didn't agree with it in the world. I believe it's free and you shouldn't buy it. And after a minute, you got to refresh it because it gets a little smelly. So I just never believed in buying it. My brothers taught me against it. All praise. So for men to purchase women in the truth. Now, I believe in tricking on my ribs. If I got ribs and stuff like that, I'll be like, what you want? I just got paid. What are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? I play games like that. But we should not prostitute in Yahshua. Not buying. All right. We shouldn't be doing that. All right. So if you got a sister you're dealing with, that's your business, just your concubine, that's your world. I don't got nothing to do with no man's concubines. All right. What I will say is this right here. There's a standard that's for the tribe of Lawiah. That's for Levi. Levi is not to be profane. You can't be a Levite and you're profane. You can't be a Levite and you're using a bunch of opprobrious speech. You should never call yourself high chief priest Levite ever. Or you ain't chief priest Levite. And then try to do the cleanup worlds like, oh, I'm chief priest of my own school. Nigga, no, I'm not going for it. No. So forgive me for the nigga, no, but no, I wasn't going for it. I'm still not going for it. So the point of saying such is to say, when you take on that role, that character, you got to be very, careful, you know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh takes Laia seriously, just like he take all tribes seriously. All right. So if you do know Gorilla Hebrew specifically, call him, reach out to him. Again, I encourage you, man, please don't hurt yourself and don't hurt others. All right. And there is a very serious prejudiceness here that was observed. And the prejudiceness was very hurtful. The prejudiceness was the perception of liking to see white men dominate Israelite women. I don't know. Listen, we've all got our fetishes. We've all been down there. You know what I'm saying? I've had my fair share of Google porn searches. All right. Just like, I can't say. Now, I don't like what that man might like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk about my sex life. I never had. I never will. All right. Even the other people may have talked about. I've never talked about my sex life. What I will say is this right here. The daughters of Israel do and need to know. The daughters of Israel do and need to know. No, because you may not know. The daughters of Israel need to know that you are more valued and respected than any other woman on the planet. The Most High says he weeps for the daughters of Israel, for the slain of the daughters of Israel. Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 1. So he doesn't say that about any other nationality. But we also have this perspective that's over here to where you have certain, I guess, perceptions that it's okay to prostitute out our wives for them to be slutted out. That's not okay. That's not okay. If this is a real thing, then it does have to be addressed. We do have to have a reformation in Yasharallah. We do have to have a public, it does have, and then everybody that brings up their billions of thousands of millions of views, I hope somebody in there tells this man to not only repent, but try to help him. Maybe you can help somebody else too. I can't get past the bum thing. All right. Because that's just a hard pass. No pun intended on that one. Nope. That's a hard pass for me. The prostitution, that's another hard pass for me. All right. The cleanup job, that's another hard pass for me. Because in the records, in the video, there was a response that was given by Brother Gorilla Hebrew, and there was no accountability. It was completely, see what you're saying, see what you're doing, you didn't do this. And I got to say, I've been in that boat before too, but we got to reach out to each other. So if anybody knows Brother Gorilla Hebrew, give him a call, Baba Quashai. Check on his sanity, check on his mental state. All right, check on it, and then, see if you or a small group or whoever needs to be can monitor that brother and see if you all can help him. It definitely needs to be a fast. All right. That's just my opinion. It definitely needs to be a fast. So I know I'll be participating in whatever peer reviews that I myself and the other brothers will be dealing with. I'm praying that Brother Shabar will be here in the city gates of Cincinnati. All praise the Most High. That'll be a blessing, man. I didn't even know the brother was coming to Cincinnati, man. The brother going to be in the city. The brother going to be in the day. Maybe we did it down the way. I don't know. I'm corny. So anyway, so that's a blessing, man. So I'm going to reach out to those brothers. And just to give everybody a heads up, when you do and when you become aware of this, I want everybody to keep your spiritual antennas up. It's not lawful for us to justify the wicked. It's also not lawful for us to not hear the small. So if a small person or a small case comes up, hear them out. If a large case, hear them out. It's not okay for us to turn a blind eye. Right is right, wrong is wrong. All right. So I'm gonna yield the floor right here, and I pray that everybody's getting, enjoying your first day of the week. I know that I personally wanted to teach on the tabernacle of Yahweh. That was last week's Torah portion, the tabernacle of Yahweh. And I wanted to show these visuals to remind our people of how wealthy and how rich we really are in Yahweh, Bahashem Mashiach Yahushua. But I didn't get a chance to do that. I also have some tracks that I'm working on, so I got to get back to that. All right. So I'm going to say, Yabarakam, Yabashem Mashiach Yahushua. I got to get ready. The brother Shabar is going to be in the city soon. That's a big deal, man. All praise, man. I got to see if we can get brother Loopy up here. Brother Imnam's supposed to be coming soon. Who else we got? Zephaniah, Big Judah. All right. So if anything, Baba Kwashah, please reach out. All right. Communicate. Try your best. This is going to be a hard case. All right. This is going to be a hard case. All right. So Gorilla Hebrew, brother, you got my words. All right. Contact me. If anybody in Sakari need to contact me, Baba Kwashah, contact me. All right. Yabarakam Yabashem Mashiach Yahushua. Kwame Asherah
Nah, we gotta never had a friend like me. You know, if it happen, it happen. If it don't, it don't. You know, ain't no big deal.
You ain't never had a friend like me.
Oh, come on. Yeah, this your man. Oh, yeah, how man? You know, we make sure we
You ain't never had a friend like me.
Nah, man, this is your pop.
Cause you ain't never had a friend like me.
Come on.
Believe that.
I see you when you doing wrong, I tell you cause I love you. Guam, Yasha Allah, NYMG praying for you. Taking pictures with the Akim, double honors to the elder. Saluting all the short legs, Shalom, baby bruise. If he who's all of you to come and join this unity. If you ain't about that Zephaniah tootie, you ain't true to me. I kiss the beards of my brothers, let them know I love them. Combat ready, men of war, knocking at your front door. Esau, I love to be the bearer of your bad news. E37, AOIRI, real Jews. Coming to a place to gather where all matters are discussed. Cause in the law of love there is no sin in us. And if it is, you can charge me for keeping the Torah. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, I straight go to war for you. Leviticus 19, the scripture that I stand on. No tail bearing, baby brew, take your ass home. If you can't handle instructions, then this ain't for you. It's a nation organized by Hamashiach. See, one shot is all they got, one shot is all we need to proceed in brotherhood and conquer them as Jacob sees. The rightful owners of the whole planet coming together at every summit, forming like Voltron from every corner of Babylon and locked in like Optimus Prime. Don't pay me no attention, I'm just celebrating my youth in this rhyme. To see that Edom swallow Jacob's rise, it's so exciting when you left from the summit. That's number 99 years ago, I couldn't even fathom this happening. Now my hands is hella callous from dapping. Shalom, Ak. May Yahweh keep you safe on your passage and place all your enemies in caskets. Kwam Yasha, Allah got a lot of blessings in store. All you gotta do is keep the Torah, go forward. How can I be blamed? I was born under curses, Deuteronomy 28:68, slave trade. Labeled special ed, completely incapable of conforming sentences, but can bring the scriptures to remembrance. See my brother's ass in the ditch and I'm jumping out. Kwam Yasharala, we moving your car now. Cause the enemy be looking for the sheep to devour. And like our USPK, we ain't got no room for cowards. So if that cracker come up pulling up his thump or the bang, I'ma encourage you to do the same, but ain't for his brain. See, we gotta be the crime stoppers. These coppers coming to pop us. They dropping our bodies off like revelations that taught us. Double honors to the house of tone. Live in peace, tat tat. Second resurrection, banging with you in Jehoshaphat. Face shining like my shot after 40 days. You'd have seen the face of the Savior, so I give praise. Hey, I'ma be grateful to meet your holy kids to Kansas City.